Lucifer was originally a perfect and beautiful celestial being created by God as one of the high-ranking angels. His name, Lucifer, means bearer of light or morning star. In heaven, he was one of the most prominent beings and closest to divinity, his wisdom and beauty unparalleled, and his position granting him special privileges. However, over time, Lucifer began to question divine authority and crave independence. Intrigued by the possibility of forging his own destiny and rejecting the idea of serving eternally, he immersed himself in the desire to be equal to, or even superior to God. This rebellion stemmed from ambition, pride, and the pursuit of freedom. Driven by power, he seduced other angels to join him so that together they could fight for the Creator's throne. The situation reached a critical point when Lucifer, along with other celestial beings who shared his ideas, rose up against the established divine order. The heavens darkened with the outstretched wings of the rebel angels, their brilliance fading in the shadow of betrayal. Swords sparked with divine energy as the two leaders faced their destinies with fiery gazes, and the intensity of the battle echoed in every corner of the cosmos until the stars themselves paled in the magnitude of the conflict. But God had a mighty army commanded by a faithful warrior archangel. The war in the heavens was fierce, angels clashing in a cosmic struggle for supremacy, until God himself emerged and declared, "Mine is the power and mine is the glory. My strong arm could know victory this very moment. Nothing can withstand my decision. A single word from my mouth and nothingness would again be the eternal dwelling of the wicked. In me were created all things, those in heaven and those that will be on earth, visible or invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through me and for me. I bring forth from nothingness and can return to nothingness. I do not struggle against anyone, for no one can contend with me. I could set things in order with my right hand alone, but my plans are different. Those who now believe themselves invincible, mere creatures, will be defeated. Evil will not only recede, but will also be expelled from the heavens, and the humiliation will be complete. Listen, for it will not be my arm, but other angels who will carry out my purpose. This is my decision, and so it shall be." His words shook the heavens with such power that all creation knelt before the Supreme Father, realizing that nothing and no one could surpass him. Even the rebel angels felt supreme fear, crying out in despair. God had spoken like a king, the ultimate celestial authority, and the end of the battle drew near. Just as he declared, his most loyal angels rose to put an end to the rebellion. Archangel Michael, clad in the imposing armor of righteousness and wielding the sword of truth, led a host of angels imbued with divine purity, their wings gleaming with the Creator's glory. They stood ready to strike. On the opposite side, Lucifer, once radiant, now eclipsed by his own arrogance, spread his twisted wings, his gaze burning with envy and rebellion, followed by a chorus of fallen angels who had abandoned the light. The heavens vibrated with tension. Even the stars seemed to hold their breath as the two forces prepared to collide. Michael's words thundered with loyalty to the Almighty, while Lucifer hissed deceitful promises to his followers. The confrontation was cataclysmic, the heavens resounding with the clash of swords, divine light battling corrupted shadow. Every movement of Michael radiated justice, while Lucifer unleashed the fury of defiance. Flames of celestial conflict lit the cosmic horizon. Thunder roared like war hymns, and the echo of wings tore through the silence of eternity. At the heart of the struggle, Michael and Lucifer faced one another in a battle of intertwined destinies, their clash transcending the physical, becoming a war of wills, fractured loyalties, and fallen desires. The cries of fallen souls echoed in the cosmic wind as each strike resounded like a dance deciding the fate of the celestial realm. Then Michael, filled with divine strength and radiant like a colossus, wings spread like an impenetrable shield, raised his sword for the final blow and declared with a voice that shook the heavens, "Who is like God?" Satan already knew he had nothing left to do, for he was already lost. And then the voice of the Almighty was heard again, echoing throughout the heavens and addressing the few demons still standing. "This will be your last chance. You will be expelled from the heavens, but you still have time to repent. It is now or never." Approaching in a final attempt to reach what was once his greatest creation, God spoke to him as a father speaks to his son. "My son, it is not too late for you to return to me. Even though you have sinned, my love and forgiveness are greater still. If you return repentant, you can become an example and a treasure in the heavens, shining with the light of my perfect compassion. You will be seen as a testimony of my greatness and my ability to forgive. In you, others will see the magnitude of my mercy and marvel at my power to transform even the most sinful into a precious jewel in my presence. My son, you will be the jewel of my mercy. You will shine and leave humans speechless, and they will understand that there is no sin I cannot forgive. You, better than anyone, will convey that confidence to the fallen. You will be a preacher. But if you do not accept this last opportunity that I, your Creator, give you now, there will be no other. A number of centuries equal to the grains of sand on the beaches of all the seas will pass. The pyramids will turn to dust. The oceans will dry drop by drop, and eternity will only just have begun." Yet Lucifer was no longer himself. He had changed his form and no longer resembled the beautiful angel created by God. Now he was Satan, the first tempter, and with a diabolical smile, he looked at the Most High and hurled himself toward the faithful angels with great fury. At that moment, it became clear that he would never return. Then Archangel Michael received the divine order, the order awaited by all, the order to end this rebellion. Lucifer, though already defeated, saw his entire past flash before him. He remembered when he was at his peak, the perfect and beautiful angel created by God, respected and revered by all the heavenly host. He remembered when he had promised the Father that he would respect and love him for eternity. All of this flickered in his fearful gaze, but it was already too late. With a determination that emanated directly from the heart of the cosmos, Michael struck a decisive blow, radiant with the dazzling light of absolute truth, and cast Lucifer and his followers out of heaven, banishing them into the abyss, and so he fell, the great dragon, cast down by Michael. The stars themselves shed farewell glimmers as the fallen were hurled into infinite darkness. Michael's victory resounded through the heart of the cosmos, and God, seated upon his throne of eternity, bestowed upon him the power to guard the heavens against any future threat. With tears of grace and sorrow, the archangel contemplated the price of redemption, knowing that light had triumphed, but that shadows would forever linger in the recesses of the universe. Thus, Michael became the celestial guardian, protector of the light, while the stars bore witness to an epic that would echo across the ages, from the depths of creation to every battle between light and darkness.